Hi kiddos, this is Miss Stark with another video. This time we're going to be looking at comparing and ordering integers. So last time we learned about the positive and negative ones. We learned that the positive numbers are bigger than the negative numbers. We also kind of went over that the bigger the negative number, the smaller it is. Basically, the more to the left a number is, the smaller it is. The more to the right, the bigger it is. So today, all we're doing is comparing. We're going to comparing and ordering negative and positive integers, or positive and negative numbers. Okay, so first up, we're going to start comparing. This is pretty easy. You can use the text box, the equation, or the drawing. Today I'm going to use the equation. Let's use orange. So they start you off with pretty easy ones. 66 is great. Forgot to hold down shift. Whoops. There we go. Is greater than 3. Remember, the mouth shows eats the bigger number. So the mouth always eats the bigger number. Okay. Next we have 43 and 83. Well, 83 is bigger, so we're going to go here. There we go. Move that so it's nice and center. Okay, now we have negative 24 and 82. Whenever you have a positive and a negative number, automatically the positive one is bigger, no matter what. Whenever you're comparing a positive and a negative number, the positive number is always bigger. Okay, here, again, we have a positive and a negative. Automatically, the positive is bigger. Now here we have a negative and a negative. Now, with the positive and the positive, the bigger number, 66, is always the bigger one. However, here with negative numbers, the negative 90 is actually smaller than the negative 33. And some examples I gave last time is think about temperature. Negative 90 degrees is a way lot colder than negative 33 degrees. Another example is owing negative $90 is a lot worse than owing negative $33. So here, whenever you're comparing a negative to a negative, it's going to be the opposite of a positive and a positive, where 33 will be bigger than 90. Okay, negative 37 and negative 37. That one's pretty easy. It's equal. Some of these may be equal, but make sure you're looking at the sign, because I can tell they're going to throw some tricky ones where it might have been 37 and negative 37. 37 and negative 37 are not the same. Okay, we'll do one last row. 28 and 7. That's going to be, 28 is going to be bigger there. Okay, a negative and a positive. That's pretty easy. The positive's always bigger. Okay, a negative and a negative. Well, owing $36 is a lot better than owing $88, and 36 is warmer than 88, so 36 is bigger. I know right now the negative ones are going to probably be the hardest, so try doing all the positives and the positive with a negative first, so you don't get too trapped up on it. Remember, the bigger number is going to be on a right of a number line, while the smaller number is going to be more towards the left, if that helps any. There are many tools in the manipulatives that you can use to make number lines to help you with that. To the right will be a bigger number, to the left will be the smaller number. Okay, here we're going to be listing the numbers from least to greatest. The smaller numbers will always be negative, the bigger numbers will always be positive. Remember, the bigger the negative, the smaller it is. So luckily here we only have one negative. It's going to be negative 37. Next, our next smallest is 16. Remember to separate them with a comma. Next is 51 and 61. So I feel like there's no need to explain the positive numbers. But the negative numbers, when we get more, I'll more explain it. Right here, we only had one, so it was pretty easy. So let's go to the next one. Oh, here we have more negative numbers. Okay, so we have negative 86 and negative 59. 86 is going to be smaller, not 59, 49. 86 is going to be smaller than 49 because owing $86 is a lot worse than owing $49. 86 is a lot colder than negative 50, not 50, negative 49. So we have negative 86, then negative 49. Another way you can look at it is it's the opposite of positive. 49 is smaller than 86. However, since it's negative, it's opposite. 49 is bigger than 86. And then we got 21 and 90. Okay. So that's another way to look at it is negatives are the opposite of positives. So if 86 is bigger than 49 in positive, 86 is smaller than 49 with negatives. Okay, here we have negative 84, negative 67, and negative 65. So the worst to owe is $84, then 67, then 65, and then finally there's 10. So again, you can think of it as the opposites. So usually 65 would be the smallest, then 67, then 84. But since they're negative, they have to go opposite. We have to go the mirror image of it. Okay, let's do one last one. Lot of negatives again. We got negative 62, negative 97, and 78. Another way you can think about this, trying to give you multiple ways to think about this. There's the owing the money. There's the temperature. There's mirroring the positives. Another way that's similar to the last one is which one's the biggest negative? Like the number exactly between 62, 97, and 78. Which one's the biggest? Well, it's 97 is the biggest if it was positive, so that must be the smallest. Which one's the next biggest if it was positive? Well, that's 78. But since it's negative, it's the next smallest. And then there's negative 62 is final. And 11. Any of those ways will work. If one is confusing to you, don't use it. And that's all you're going to be required to do. Is just order them like that. Remember to put commas in between numbers so it's easier for me to read. And that's it. And then comparing up here. If you have any questions, let me know. I hope this video has helped, and I can't wait to see you next time.